Hello and welcome to another top five. And today's top five recipient of my top five best films from this person or organization is Tom Cruise. Here we go. Number one, top five in no particular order. My first best film from Tom Cruise is probably Mission Impossible 3. Now, obviously, you could have the whole Mission Impossibles as one big film, but not all of them are as good as each other. But for me personally, the third one is the best. The first one was a trendsetter in terms of action and stunts, kind of kickstarted the franchise. But the second with John Woo had a bit of a dip. The fight scene with the motorcycles is a prime example of that. But the third, I think it was a collaboration with J.J. Abrams, starring Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt. We've got Philip Seymour Hoffman as a fantastic villain. Ving Rhames comes back. We have the arrival, I believe. Is it the first one of Benji? Of Benji in there? And he is brilliant. Davian, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, is quite chilling. I think the direction that he took with various things at the beginning, showing obviously him being caught, possibly his wife being killed, no spoilers, and how it goes. I think it sets the template for everything that we see moving forward. So that's why it's one of my top five favorite Tom Cruise films. And that leads me on to my second, one of the greatest Tom Cruise films, in my opinion, of all time, playing a white-haired assassin for one night with Jamie Foxx's character in Collateral. It's directed by Michael Mann. It has a very understated Mark Ruffalo, and it has Javier Bardem as a very chilling person talking about Christmas and Black Peter. Everyone's brilliant in it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's the start of Michael Mann's use of digital cameras. I just love the sinister aspect of Tom Cruise. He doesn't play many bad guys, but when he does, he goes all out. And I just love the aesthetic. I love the cleanness. I love the minimalistic kind of views. I loved Jada Pinkett Smith in it as well. Everyone is brilliant in this very taut thriller set in one night in LA. I even liked the little cameo of what's his name? Jason Statham in there in the very beginning. Brilliant film, well worth watching. Getting the DVD so you can see the making of. But yeah, Collateral is up there. Hi, and this is my third film to watch of Tom Cruise, in my opinion. And we mentioned it before. Minority Report, star him, Colin Farrell, Max von Sydow, and directed by Steven Spielberg. Minority Report talks about various different things about precognition and having a police force that arrests people before they've made the crime because they were about to do the crime. I've done a video all about this. It's well worth watching, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. This leads me on to the fourth film, in my opinion, which is in Tom Cruise's top five, and that is Born on the 4th of July, based on a true story about an American GI who fought in the Vietnam War. Stars a very young William Dafoe and a director. Well, it's got Oliver Stone in it, William Dafoe, Tom Berenger, Kerry Sedgwick as well. And as I say, based on a true story about a Vietnam veteran who was shot in the spine and became in a wheelchair, unable to have the lower half of his body to work. And then he comes back and then becomes a Vietnam protester against the war. And like I say, based on a true story, it's one of the few times Tom Cruise has ever been nominated for an Oscar. Should have won it, in my opinion. But it is a truly amazing film. Again, strips away the hero kind of films that he normally does. And he's heroic in a different way with this particular film. And as I say, different kind of film if you wanted to find out about that. But there, Born on the 4th of July, one of my favorites. Hi, and this one is one of my favorites as well. But before I go into it, I don't want to mention of The Edge of Darkness, Live, Die, and Repeat, with Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise, about set in the UK, not too distant future, aliens coming across, and he is forced to live and repeat the day over and over again and get closer to destroying the alien race. That's an honourable mention because I think it's a terrific film. Again, goes against type, and I love those kind of Groundhog Days, live, die, repeat, all these types of time traveling in a loop type thing. Love it. But it doesn't make my top five. So the top five, I'll round up the top five in no particular order. This is one of my favourite films, and it is The Colour of Money. It is a sequel to The Hustler, where with Paul Newman, where he's a pool shark, and The Colour of Money picks up a few years later. It's directed by Martin Scorsese, and it picks up with Fast Eddie Nelson, played by Paul Newman, a lot older, and he takes on Tom Cruise's character as a upstart. He's someone who wants to learn how to grift, learn how to hustle pool, and it basically brings up a lot of memories from when Paul Newman was doing it. And then they become, as they become allies, I won't spoil too much for you, they then also become competitors as well. But it's a brilliant film, especially if you've seen The Hustler and you want to find out what Fast Eddie Nelson was up to for all these years. And the dynamics of these two playing off each other works incredibly well. So yeah, The Colour of Money. And that is that. Top five, in my opinion, Tom Cruise films. If you agree with them, let me know. He's done quite a lot of films, so if there's any films that you like the look of, or you think to yourself, actually, why didn't you say this film, or why didn't you see this film, please let me know in the comments. Like the video if you do like it. And I keep saying it, and if I keep saying it, it will happen. We will be in a studio not too soon from now. Looking forward to interviewing some guests and getting their opinions on their top five films or top five, and playing some games about films as well. So why not? But thank you very much for listening. Take care and have a good one.